What if the success of your entrepreneurial journey depended on just 3 questions? Have you ever considered that these 3 pivotal questions could completely unlock the potential of your entrepreneurial journey? Probably not. So many haven't. So in this episode, we are zeroing in on the essential inquiries that determine the fate of every single business out there. Everyone, just no exceptions. So prepare, my friends, to delve into the core of what drives success as we reveal the insights that have transformed ordinary ventures into extraordinary enterprises. Tune in today because we're going to transform these questions into the building blocks of your own success story.
Hey there, audacious parents. Welcome to the Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast, where we're not just about surviving, we're about thriving. If you're tuning in, you're not looking for just another feel-good, pat-on-the-back kind of show. No, you're here because you're ready to disrupt the status quo. You're ready because you're here to challenge your limits and to step out of the comfort zone where we know growth never happens. This is not just your average, let's all be happy with our 9-to-5 lives kind of podcast. We're here to give you actionable strategies. We're here to dive deep into the world of side hustles, digital marketing, and smart income-boosting tactics. Why, you may ask? Because we're designed for parents like you, parents juggling family expenses, childcare, and the elusive me time. We're not just about making money, though. We're about designing a life that you dictate, not one that's been prepackaged in a soul-sucking 9-to-5 box. So, if you're ready to break free and design a life that aligns with your dreams, design a life that aligns with your family, you're in the right place. The Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
What is up? What is up? What the hell is up, my dark horse friends and family? So back to our original question. Have you ever wondered what separates thriving entrepreneurs from those who struggle to get their ideas just up off the ground? What if the difference, my friends, lies in the answers of just 3 fundamental questions? Well, today we're exploring these 3 critical queries that every single entrepreneur and side hustler has to face. These aren't just any questions, though. They are literally the bedrock upon which successful businesses are built. All of them. So understanding and answering them effectively can be the difference between flourishing enterprise and forgotten endeavor. Now, I personally remember speaking to a budding entrepreneur. This budding entrepreneur was filled with passion and drive and ready to take on the world. And she leapt headfirst into the market. Gotta love her. Despite her enthusiasm, she overlooked one key aspect: truly understanding her target market. This single oversight led to a well-intentioned, but ultimately completely misaligned product launch. It was a tough lesson in the importance of not just knowing what you offer, but knowing who you're offering it to. And why the hell should they even care in the first place? Now, this story is not unique. You've probably heard many of such stories, maybe read about them, heard about them in other podcasts, but it does underscore why today's discussion, this episode here, is crucial for anyone ready to take their ideas to that next level, to game up their side hustle, to uplift their entrepreneurial endeavor. And the first question I think every entrepreneur needs to answer is this: who are you serving? Yeah. Knowing your target audience isn't just part of a business strategy. It, my friends, is literally a foundation, a baseline, right? It is the foundation on which everything else is built. Without this knowledge, even the most innovative products can fail, just crash and burn. They'll fail to make an impact. Let's dive into how you can clearly identify and understand your target market a little bit, right? Let me give you some tips. Okay, great, Tracy. I need to know this. How can you help me? Well, let's start with a bit of demographic research, right? We all know about this. What's their age? What's their location? What's their income level? Blah, 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 blah. Male, female, age, all this stuff. But don't stop there, right? Psychographics like interest, their values, their lifestyle, those, my friends, those are equally crucial. You need to utilize tools like surveys and interviews. Yeah, just get out there and talk to the folks. Social media analytics, right? You go out to your social medias, you can see all this great information. Use all of this to gather this data. The goal is to create a very detailed persona that embodies the characteristics of your ideal client. Here's the thing, understanding your audience goes far beyond just who they are. It's about understanding their deepest desires, their fears, their needs. These insights here will specifically allow you to tailor your products and your marketing strategies in ways that truly speak to them. You won't even have to go out there and pitch them on your products because you'll be speaking to them like, wow, I've been waiting for you all my life. You'll be creating offers that really resonate deeply, and this, my friends, will drive engagement.
The Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
And let me give you an example of what I'm talking about here. If we're talking about, well, let's go with this podcast and everything that's behind it. The Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast has a buyer avatar that I have humbly named Emily Johnson. Emily Johnson, she's about 38. She's female. She's a mid-level marketing manager. Maybe she makes $85,000 annually. Lives out in a suburban area, maybe near a major city. She's married. She's got 2 kids. One's 8, one's 12. Okay, so there's all the demographics. Now, let's go into the psychographics of who I think my dream avatar is. She's interested in digital marketing. She's interested in podcasting. She's interested in personal development, entrepreneurship. She wants work-life balance. She loves her family. She's into personal growth and financial independence. Her aspirations are to be a successful entrepreneur. She wants to align her career with her passion to create some meaningful impact. She's a busy professional with a family life. If she doesn't have a family life, she wants one. She's engaged in continuous learning, and she's always looking for ways to improve her skills as well as her knowledge. See, this is how deep I've gone. I've gone into her behavioral traits, what her buying habits are, what her brand preferences are, what's her online activity, how price sensitive is she? And where is she price sensitive? What are her pain points and needs? What are her challenges? She's feeling stuck in a corporate job. She's seeking more flexibility and fulfillment, not just one, but both. She's lacking the specific knowledge in starting or growing her online endeavor, right? So what does she need out of this? Well, she needs a little guidance. She needs some mentorship, and she needs and wants a step-by-step plan to transition into entrepreneurship, into her side hustle. I've got her daily life mapped out. I even went so far at one point and kind of wrote down what I thought she would be writing into her journal. See, this is what I'm talking about creating your avatar. You don't just want to know who she is, how old she is, what she's doing, all those demographics. You want to get into the mindset of your target audience. Understanding your audience, like I said earlier, goes well beyond who they are. It's about understanding their deepest fears, their deepest needs, their deepest desires. Now, I wanted to take a moment here and kind of sketch out a brief profile of your ideal customer. Go ahead, think about their age, think about their interest, and think about their challenges. But then ask yourself, what drives them? Then, here's a really good one. What keeps them up at night? When they lay their head down on the pillow, what is reeling through their head that keeps them from falling comfortably asleep? Yeah. See, getting this clear in your mind can be the difference between a product that sells and one that just kind of sits there and gathers dust on the shelf. Let's move on to the second essential question for any entrepreneur out there. What problem are you solving? Yeah. What problem are you solving? This isn't just about what your product does, though. It's about the need that it meets or the gap that it fills in the market for your customer. A clear problem statement guides every decision in your business, from product development all the way over to marketing strategies. Now, if you don't know the problem that you or your product or your service is solving, your customers don't know why the hell they need you. It's that simple, and it's that crucial. Articulating the problem starts Well, let's say it starts with understanding those pain points we just discussed a little bit ago, the pain points of your target audience. It requires a little bit of empathy. Actually, I think it requires deep empathy and some active listening. Now, a lot of the burgeoning entrepreneurs I engage with, you're solving a problem for who you were not too long ago. So you definitely can empathize with that, and you probably spend a little less time listening because you already heard yourself and all your complaints. I would urge you to keep listening to those that are around you that are earlier in your journey, right? Engage with potential customers through forums, obviously through social media, and direct interviews. Get them on a Zoom call. Sit down and chat with them. Get on with Facebook, wherever you're interacting with your potential prospects.
The Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
Chat with them directly. Use their own words to describe their challenges. Now, again, if this is you yesterday, fine. Use your own words, but continue to listen to them so that you can use their own words, because sometimes the dialogue changes a little bit, right? Yeah. So use their own words to describe their challenges in your marketing and in your product development. This will help ensure that it's both relevant and compelling. Let me give you a brief example right here. Let's consider how Slack completely transformed the workplace communication style. It did so by solving a problem of, let's call it, inefficient email change. Think about it, right? All those email chains of, hey, can you help me with this? Oh, do this. And all these long chains which reply over and over, back and forth, and that, yeah. And maybe the right person wasn't in the chain. Slack kind of came in there and made an easy way for us to communicate with one another and jump into the conversation, help out, and then step out. Or maybe jump into a conversation that was already going on with your question and seeing there was a solution you were looking for. Or how about Uber? Uber tackled the issue of taxi availability and taxi convenience. Yeah. And anybody who's ever went to a big city somewhere and was trying to hail a taxi, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You could, hey, right here. And they just drive on past you. Okay. Uber solved it. See, these companies, they didn't just sell a product. They offered a solution to a real, tangible problem. And in doing so, they completely redefined their industries as a result. Like I said earlier, if you don't know the problem you're solving, your customers, well, they don't know why the hell they need you. It's that simple, and it's that crucial. Let's get to our third question, our third pivotal question. Why do clients buy your products? Not why do they buy a product like yours, but why do they buy your product? See, in a world filled with choices, your product is going to need to stand out. It's going to need to stand head and shoulders above the rest. This is all about understanding and communicating your unique selling proposition, or your USP. Your USP is what makes your product not just different, but better suited for your customers than any other option they may have available to them. Your USP can be a specific feature, it could be a benefit, or it could be a value that your product exclusively delivers, which addresses the needs or the desires of your market, of your prospect, of your final customer. It's what makes your product a must-have instead of a nice-to-have. So for instance, perhaps your product lasts a little longer. Maybe it does things a little faster, or it provides a unique benefit that no one else out there offers. These are the factors that can make the difference in the competitive market. For example, the USP for this podcast is empowering parents to seamlessly transition from 9-to-5 jobs into flourishing digital nomads through actionable insights and personal mentorship, uniquely tailored for balancing entrepreneurship and family life, right? Yeah. That USP kind of highlights the podcast's distinct focus on helping parents navigate the challenge of entrepreneurship, all while managing their family responsibilities. It emphasizes the personalized and actionable guidance that we provide, catering specifically to an audience seeking financial independence and a fulfilling family life. It makes the podcast not just a source of information, but a comprehensive mentorship resource that understands and addresses the unique needs of our listeners. Here's the thing. Can others gain valuable information and guidance here? Others when I say others, I mean non-parents. Of course they can, but we are focused on our entrepreneurial parents. It doesn't mean that what we share can't help others, even though we're focused on those parents out there. You feel me? Okay. So communicating your USP. Look, it's not just a list about listing features. I didn't list a bunch of features in that USP. No, I was talking about telling the story that connects. And that's what it's about. It's about telling a story that connects. Focus on how your USP changes the lives of your prospects, of your customers. And you can do so with testimonials and case studies, and of course, direct customer feedback to showcase your USP in action. Use all those and just put it right in there. Make it relatable, but make it real. Remember, here's the thing I need you to go ahead and come back to me. Lean in real close. People don't buy products. No, you heard me right. They don't buy products. They buy better versions of themselves. Yeah. So let's put that into practice.
The Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
Yeah, right now, go ahead. I want you to take a moment to articulate your USP in one sentence. Think about what sets your product, your service, apart from everything else, and how it makes your customer's life better, easier, faster, more enjoyable, more profitable, whatever it is. Put that into your USP. Now, let me take you a little deeper as we go into my favorite section of the podcast, and I want to drop a little whiskered wisdom on you. You ready? You are going to need to consistently refine these 3 fundamental questions of your entrepreneurial journey. As we navigate through the evolving landscape of marketing and entrepreneurship and business and society, you need to make it a ritual to periodically go back and reassess who you are serving, what problem you are solving, and why clients should choose your product, your service, your mentorship, whatever it is you offer over anything else that's out there. It might not change, but then again, it might. It might change a little and it might change a lot. Use customer feedback, use market trends, and use competitive analysis to inform these revisions. Remember, a static business in a dynamic world, well, kind of risks just becoming obsolete. So, to remain relevant and to remain competitive, integrate this cyclical evaluation into your strategic planning. By doing so, you're going to adapt, and you're going to adapt not only to survive, but you're going to adapt so you can thrive. This will help you ensure that your offerings will continue to resonate deeply with your audience's current and future needs. And let me give you some more detailed steps. Go ahead, as soon as you're finished listening to this podcast, go ahead and schedule your meeting for next week, next quarter, and then the quarter after that, and the quarter after that. So you're going to want to schedule regular reviews. Set calendar appointments for quarterly reviews of your customer's profile, your problem statement, and your USP. I want you to treat these reviews as essential business appointments, just as important as meeting with that next high-ticket customer. Number 2, gather diverse insights. Yeah, go ahead and utilize surveys, customer interviews, social media engagements. Utilize everything at your disposal to collect a comprehensive set of feedback of what's going on right now. And then keep your eye out for shifts in customers' priorities. Oh, it seems like last year they were talking about, I need more money. Now they're talking about, I need more time. Yeah, you're going to keep an eye out for shifting priorities and emerging challenges that they are facing. So you can ask yourself, is there a new problem that you should be solving for them today versus the problem you were solving yesterday? Okay. I have seen a number of businesses who were solving an amazing problem for their customers, and then some new product came out and made that problem solving easier. So they needed to pivot, and they didn't. And for those that did, it was thumbs up. For those that didn't, it was like wah, wah, wah. Okay. Number 3, let's analyze our competitors out there. So keep an eye on your competition. Notice any new offerings they're doing, maybe any changes in their marketing approaches. You're going to use this information to differentiate your product even further and highlight all your unique advantages. And then all of this is going to lead to your ability to iterate confidently. because you're going to be basing your iterations on your findings, right? I don't want you to hesitate to tweak your approach as you see new things on the horizon, as you get new insights from your customers. It is these small, consistent adjustments that can lead to significant long-term success. I mean, think about it. Let's say you have a bow and arrow, right? And you're pulling that arrow back and your target is 10 feet away. Well, 1 or 2 degrees doesn't make a whole lot of difference, but 1 or 2 degrees in your difference of your aim as you get further and further out becomes 10 to 15 degrees as your reach and time expand. All right, so keep going there. Now, okay, so today we've explored the 3 essential questions that every entrepreneur must answer. And just a quick reminder, they are: who are you serving? What problem you're solving? And why do clients buy your product versus all the other options that are out there? So master these questions, and you're not just running a business, you're mastering the art of relevance and innovation, because you're going to stay relevant and you're going to keep innovating by listening to what the market is saying. But remember, these aren't just questions. They really are the pillars upon which all successful businesses are built. By thoroughly understanding your audience, clearly defining the problems that you solve, and articulating that which makes your offer unique, you're going to set a solid foundation for all your entrepreneurial success. These insights are, my friends, your roadmap from idea to execution, ensuring that your business not only starts off on the right foot, but continues to grow and adapt in this competitive marketplace. You won't just start on the right foot. Every step you take will be in the right direction because you're listening, you're innovating, you're pivoting, you're moving. You're going to be taking that next step. And if you're ready to take the next step to move your side hustle from concept to reality, then go ahead and subscribe to the Side Hustler's Blueprint. This is a step-by-step guide tailored specifically for parents just like you. This is a 9-part audio series that covers everything from mindset to marketing, providing you with the tools that you need to overcome those unique challenges of balancing entrepreneurship with family life. Okay, Tracy, what do I need to do to sign up? Well, all you have to do to sign up for this exclusive audio guide is text Blueprint, BLUEPRINT, to 484-514-5323. 484-514-5323. Don't miss out on turning your entrepreneurial dreams into actionable actions. All right, ladies and gentlemen, keep dreaming, keep growing, and as always, think successfully and take action.
Hey, my Dark Horse entrepreneur parents, thanks for tuning in. If this episode struck a chord, share it with a fellow parent hustler. Let's grow our tribe that thrives, not just survives. For more insights and a community that totally gets it, join our Facebook group at www.darkhorseschooling.com/tribe. Think successfully and take action.